Your dog's belly. Soft, adorable, and completely irresistible, right? But what if rolling over doesn't always mean they're asking for a rub? Sure, sometimes it's a sweet request for attention, but other times it's a message you don't want to miss. In this video, we'll uncover the real reasons why dogs expose their belly, how to know when they want pets, and when to keep your hands off. Number 1. The belly rub. Most dog owners know at least one reason why their dog shows their belly. Some puppies just really love belly rubs. Dogs are social animals. Towards each other, yes, but mostly toward their owners. They love feeling close to you. Petting them releases oxytocin, the love hormone, in both you and your dog. This is what makes your bond so powerful. One study found that some dogs actually prefer their owner's praise and attention over treats. When given a choice between food or their owners, 13 out of the 15 dogs chose their owners. To many of these devoted dogs, belly rubs are another form of attention. You might even have taught them to love belly rubs through your delight whenever they roll over. Your attention is worth its weight in gold for your pooch. They'll do anything to make you happy. It's important to remember that not all dogs like being touched as much as others. Before you rub their belly, make sure they're inviting you to do so. A relaxed, wriggly body and an open mouth with the tongue hanging out are good signs of comfort. They'll likely welcome a tummy tickle, but approach slowly, just in case. Number 2. Okay, boss. Hierarchy is important in the dog world. It lets them know who's in charge and how they should act in social situations, whether they're with you or with other dogs. Since they don't use words to communicate like we do, they use their body language to speak for them. Their belly is the softest, most vulnerable part of them. With all the vital organs inside, it's no wonder they keep it well protected. Revealing their belly is a big sign of trust. But it's also how dogs show they're respecting the hierarchy. If they come across a more dominant dog, they'll roll over to diffuse tension. By doing this, they tell the other dog they're not a threat. Some dogs will roll over when they know you're upset or angry. They're not so good at telling when they haven't done something wrong, but they know you're upset. So they'll roll over to say sorry and don't want to fight. As well as a revealed belly, they will show other submissive behavior, like licking their lips or refusing to make eye contact. This is also one of the reasons why some dogs are more likely to show their belly than others. A trained guard dog, for example, is less likely to put themselves in a vulnerable position. They might see belly rubs as aggressive and prefer not to be touched there at all. Number 3. Livin' is easy. Knowing that showing the belly is a sign of submission or discomfort, it might surprise you to learn that's not always the case. Sometimes, exposing their belly is a good thing. It can even show you how strong your bond with your dog is. This goes back to their belly being the most vulnerable part of them. They love you and trust you not to hurt them. What better way to demonstrate that than by revealing the softest part of them? Some dogs show their belly when they're completely at ease. They're comfortable, happy, and secure. You can tell this by the goofy grin on their face whenever they roll over like this. They might even be gently wagging their tail and wiggling their body against the floor. If your dog only exposes their belly when you're at home, it might be their way of putting their feet up after a long day. It's the equivalent of the sigh of relief when you finally get your shoes off and settle on the couch. They're safe, at home, and with the ones they love most. Work can wait until tomorrow. Now it's time for belly rubs. Number 4. Keeping it cool. Does your dog roll over more often during summer? Especially when it's sunny and you're at the dog park or in your yard? Or maybe they've just come in from outdoors and they immediately sploot upside down under the aircon. They're not asking for attention. They're just keeping themselves cool. Dogs don't regulate their temperature the same way we do. They only have sweat glands in their paw pads, nose, and ears. But these aren't very effective. Sweating plays a very small role in keeping them cool. Instead, they rely on panting to cool down. Sometimes it's a little too hot to rely on panting alone, though. Your dog might just get inventive, like jumping in a lake or rolling onto their back. The fur on your dog's stomach is usually much thinner than anywhere else on their body. A cool, refreshing breeze might not get through their fur anywhere else, but it's bound to work on their stomach. Exposing their belly allows them to make sure every inch of revealed skin benefits from the cool air. How refreshing! Number 5. Look at me. I'm adorable. Dogs learn through association and repetition. This goes for training and for whenever they want to get your attention. They know better than anyone exactly how much you adore them. They also know they have you wrapped around their tail, or their toe beans if they don't have one. Getting you to do what they want is simple. Along with the head tilt, chasing their tail, or the play bow, your dog knows showing their belly gets them attention. Too distracted by that pesky phone of yours? They'll roll over to remind you that they're the only distraction you need. Partnered with those sparkling eyes and the goofy grin, it works every time. Belly rubs are a reward in themselves too. Many dogs adore having their tummy tickled, even more than they enjoy ear scratches. They can reach their ears themselves. But belly rubs, those need the help of a bestie. Some dogs love belly rubs so much they'll never want you to stop. Number 6, that's the spot. An itch you can't reach doesn't half drive you bonkers. It's the same for your dog. Their back is one of the places they just can't reach. If there's no one around for them to ask for help, or if you're just not getting the message, they'll roll over to deal with their itchy back themselves. Pay attention to how your dog acts when they roll over. Sometimes they kick their back legs like they're riding an upside-down bicycle and wriggle their back against the floor. Their back is itchy, and they just have to scratch it. They might accept a belly rub, but they might just roll onto their front if you touch them. Try scratching along their back instead. Your fingers are the best back scratcher there is. Sometimes it might even be their belly or chest that needs a good scratch. They know you're the best solution, so they'll park themselves right by your feet, roll over, and give you that big expectant grin. One belly rub later, their itch is relieved. All those nerve endings in your dog's belly are happy too. When are belly rubs a no-go? There are a lot of reasons why your dog shows their belly. How do you know when they want belly rubs? What if you accidentally misread what they're trying to tell you? Will they forgive you? There might be a language barrier between us and dogs, but they still express themselves. Environmental clues and your dog's body language can tell you a lot. An exposed belly that's combined with relaxed body language, like a big doggish grin and a wagging tail, is a request for pets. To make sure, give your dog a gentle belly rub and then check their reaction. If they don't move away or they wiggle toward you, they want more. But don't be offended if they leave. Some dogs just like short belly rub sessions. A dog who isn't inviting you to rub their belly will have fearful or submissive body language. They'll be tense, refuse to make eye contact, and show the whites of their eyes. Your dog might also lick their lips or keep their mouth shut. For environmental cues, look out for anything that might have worried your dog. Did they see you grab the nail clippers when they really hate having their claws trimmed? Them rolling over is their way of telling you they don't want a pedicure. Since they're already anxious, don't try to rub their belly. You might make them feel more vulnerable. Did you know belly rubs aren't the only thing some dogs find uncomfortable? Many of them don't like hugs either. Check out this video to learn some surprising facts about why hugging your dog might not be a good idea.